Turn it up, let the rhythm take hold. Bold radio, a story untold. Bass drop slow, treble hits the sky. Get your body moving, let's fly. Bulls Radio, dance, dance, dance. Shake it all night, take a chance. From your head down to your toes. Let the music guide you where it goes. Dance and beats, a sonic delight. Every track ignites the night. Worries fade, stress to take flight. Bulls Radio, pure dynamite. Bulls Radio, dance, dance, dance. Shake it all night, take a chance. From your head down to your toes. Let the music guide you where it goes. Feel the groove, let your spirit soar on the dance floor. We ask for more. Hands in the air, let's ignite. Bulls Radio, shining bright. Every song a new sensation, a celebration, elevation. Move your body, lose control. Bulls Radio, rock the soul. Bulls Radio, dance, dance, dance. Shake it all night, take a chance. From your head down to your toes. Let the music guide you where it goes. Lights are flashing, colors ignite. Bodies moving left and right. Strangers become friends on the floor. United by the beat, asking for more. Bulls Radio, dance, dance, dance. Shake it all night, take a chance. From your head down to your toes. Let the music guide you where it goes. Bulls Radio, dance, dance, dance. Shake it all night, take a chance. From your head down to your toes. Let the music guide you where it goes. Bulls Radio, dance, dance, dance. Shake it all night, take a chance. From your head down to your toes. Let the music guide you where it goes. So turn it up, let the music play. Bulls Radio, lights away. Dance the night away with all your might.
You're listening to Bulls Radio. Now let's dance.
Yo, life's a wild ride, problems stack up high. But you ain't one under this open sky. One look from you, our shadows start to fade. Two hands held tight, a bond that we made. You my sun, my moon, where the sky meets the ground. My compass, my reason, where my soul gets found. The horizon ain't the limit, we go further, you see. Cause all I want, all I need, that's you and me. 3 words whispered changed my whole world. 4 weeks later, my heart unfurled. 5 days strong, feeling so right. 6 shared secrets under the moonlight. Yeah. You my sun, my moon, where the sky meets the ground. My compass, my reason, where my soul gets found. The horizon ain't the limit, we go further, you see. Cause all I want, all I need, that's you and me. 7 stars align, 8 smiles so bright. 9 kisses stolen in the pale twilight. 10 moments together, feeling so free. You plus me, that's infinity. You my my sun, my moon, where the sky meets the ground. My compass, my reason, where my soul is found. The horizon ain't the limit, we go further, you see. Cause all I want, all I need, that's you and me. 11 nights spent talking till dawn. 12 playlists made our soundtrack born. 13 laughs shared, going so sweet. 14 shared dreams lying at our feet. You my sun, my moon, where the sky meets the ground. My compass, my reason, where my soul gets found. The horizon ain't the limit, we go further, you see. Cause all I want, all I need, that's you and me. "15 inside jokes, only we understand. 16 road trips, holding hand in hand. 17 I love yous whispered soft and true. 18 wishes made, all of them with you. You my sun, my moon, where the sky meets the ground. My compass, my reason, where my soul gets found. The horizon ain't the limit, we go further, you see. Cause all I want, all I need, that's you and me. Problems fade away, trouble seems small. Cause with you by my side, I've got it all. Tuning into love on Bowls Radio is true. Counting all the ways our hearts combine, it's me and you.
Music knocking, gotta get your body rocking. Shoes on tight, feeling right. Gonna dance the whole night. Listen close, gotta know these moves are gonna make you glow. Bowls Radio, hop, hop, hop with 2 feet. Step to the left, don't you stop, slide left foot next. Feel the beat, slide right foot, let your hands can't be beat. Rhythm moving, gotta show what you've been proving. Shake it loose, let it loose. Time to pay the funky dues. Listen close, gotta know these moves are gonna make you glow. Do the Bowls Radio, hop, hop, hop with 2 feet. Step to the left, don't you stop, slide left foot next. Feel the beat, slide right foot, clap your hands, can't be beat. Now twist and shout. Hands on hips with side to side. Let the music turn you out. Chain the circle. Feel the rhythm in your soul. One finger to my heart. Let the party take control. Jump high in the air. Do the Bowls Radio, hop, 2 feet. That's the way we never stop. Stop. Way we never stop. 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 Stop.
Listening to Bulls Radio. Tune in, tune out, and rip off the knob.
We're spinning back to the days of old, where the beats were bold and the nights never cold. Final spin, tales untold. In the groove our hearts would fold, but here in the glow of a digital flame. But here in the glow of a digital flame, the rhythm's new but the soul's the same. A synthesized echo of an ancient game, where the beat goes on just under a different name. Oh, the old beat beats the new beat, in a dance that's ever so sweet. Take your own beat and turn it new. The real beat belongs to you, says Bulls Radio 2. Crackling warmth, a whisper from the past, driving, grooving meant to last. Now it goes in an electric blast, but the essence of rhythm we still cast. Flickering shadows in neon light dance, old school, hard and modern stance. Beats are timeless, everlasting romance, inviting us all to take a chance. The old beat beats the new beat, a fusion that's so neat. Take your own beat and turn it new. The real beat belongs to you, with Bulls Radio and you. For the crackle of vinyl to the bass drums thrill. It's not about the style, but the passion we instill. With every note we defy time still, creating our rhythm, our own musical will. Yes, the old beat beats the new beat, and our hearts they both meet. Make your own thing, turn it through. The real beat belongs to you. Belongs to you.
And that is the old beat beats the new beat. Here on Bulls.tv, hey, it's BOLES.television, and you were listening to Bulls Radio. Hey, it's BOLES.radio, Bulls Radio. Oh, and I have to go, I left the wrong light on. Oh, and I don't have any lights on. Okay. Hey, it must be Monday, right? So I turned that on, and then I have to go over here and turn off the other light that's far away. And you don't want to see me bend in that situation because it's not very attractive. So here we go. We're back. Hey! The old beat beats the new beat. This is not Bulls Radio. This is Bulls.tv. A lot of interesting things going on in the world. And today we're probably not going to deal with a lot of them. We're going to have an interesting conversation about communication and expression and gestures, hand signs, and what it all means. And last time we were together, we talked about medical AI. That's also in our slate of topics. And also along with some interesting new ideas about AI music. Suno has a new update. I have not tried it yet because I've been fed up with them ever since they ruined version 3 alpha. We've discussed that extensively here on the show. And I guess 3.5 is just as bad as version 3. It's not an update. They're messing with us. And it took me a long time to figure out, you're dealing with musicians who are programmers. They know what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. They know. That's what they're doing. So for them to play dumb with us online and say, explain to us, the light is still not off. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. So explain to us why, there, the light's much better, with the light off. We have big lights here, and we have kind of a yellow light over there that makes everybody look weird. And they're denying that there is any difference in sound. And we know now that we've been gaslighted enough by Suno.ai that, in fact, their music is not as good as it used to be. And we know that they know. And it's slightly dismaying. Now, what else is going on? Where is my Discord going? This is all getting very weird. Things are turning off. Things are moving on me. I am there. Am I still logged in on Discord? How did that get it? Why did that? This is so bizarre. So many weird things happening. Okay, now the voice seems to be working. I have no idea what's going on. It must be the day after a holiday. I guess we're still on. I guess you can hear me. So it's dismaying that, Suno.ai is gaslighting everybody, especially on Discord. Reddit, they can't get away with it quite as easily because it's not so closely managed. But on Discord, if anybody goes on there and says, it doesn't really sound right, you get attacked by these volunteers who are somehow in the clutches of Suno.ai. And then you have Udio, and they are newer and tend to sound generally better than Suno, but not by much. They just put an update out as well. I have not played around with either update. I plan to do that maybe today and tomorrow a little bit, just because it was announced Thursday, Friday of last week, and then you had a long holiday weekend, and you got to get the people back in the office, back to working days, so they can fix the quick problems that always arise almost immediately when you are dealing with this kind of technology. But right now, Suno, they watermark all their music. The sound and functionality is not as good as it used to be. And Udio has a little bit better sound. And they seem to be doing better in the marketplace of ideas. What we need is more competition. We need 11 Labs to come out with their music maker. We need the Google to come in, the Microsoft to come in, and Microsoft is kind of using Suno already, but we need more competition to get better sound and a better experience. But we're in the early days. This is really the all-new pioneer spirit. It's not westward ho, young man. It is now AI over all of us. AI über alles. And that's a good thing, or maybe it's a bad thing because there's no escaping from it. So online, I was sent an interesting image that would just... I had a whole other show planned for today, and then I got this image, and it sort of, led me down the internet rabbit hole, which is always really fun because you don't know where you're going to end up or what you're going to find. So I thought, okay, sounds great. Let's do this together because it's so completely interesting. We hope. So this was what was sent to me. Now, this is from Pimsleur. Now, Pimsleur is this, Pimsleur. Very well established foreign language learning company. Their idea is total immersion. You start by speaking and listening right away. There aren't really lessons. There are cue cards. I thought it was good, but for me, it was really based on you have to learn very quickly because you're going to the foreign country and you have to exist. So they concentrate on directions, food, transportation. Okay, all good. But I preferred to start with grammar, vocabulary, understanding things. I'm off center here. So Pimsleur is, I would say, an elite learning system. You cannot buy a lifetime subscription to Pimsleur. Why, here, this is why it looks weird. I have to go like this because we had the music playing out there. There we go. In it. Yeah. So it's terrific. I fully support Pimsleur. Now, this is the graphic from PimsleurApproach.com. Now, you say, oh, Pimsleur Approach, that's probably not Pimsleur. But if you type into a web browser, PimsleurApproach.com, as I did this morning, you get taken here to Pimsleur.com. So you think, so this is very interesting as a student of sign language, meow, as the husband of a lovely deaf wife, communication, foreign languages, culture, custom. Very interesting to me. So when you see something like this, you think, oh, this is interesting. And, then you read some feedback from some other people. They say, well, that's wrong. I live there. They don't do that. But this is from Pimsleur. So we know by default that some of this has some truth to it. So here are 7 common American hand gestures that can get you in trouble abroad. Okay. The thumbs up. In the United States, the thumbs up sign means well done, or is commonly used by hitchhikers. Do we have hitchhikers anymore? Maybe so. It was a big thing in the 60s and 70s. I don't think it's as big as it used to be. But don't use the thumbs up in Greece, Russia, Sardinia, or West Africa, because you'll be insulting the recipient with a hearty up yours, I guess. Now, people didn't really comment on that too much, so it seems like that's something to be thought about. The V sign. Many people use this sign to denote victory or peace in America, or simply to refer to the number 2. Now that's interesting right there, right? You have to know the context, because 2 fingers up can mean the number 2, numeral 2, or it can mean victory or peace. However, use it in Great Britain, Australia, Ireland, or New Zealand, and you'll basically be dropping the F-bomb. Be careful with this. Now, people who know more than I know sort of said, this is not true. And then they tried to make a difference between this with the back of the hand out front, and then this, which is like the peace sign, yeah? And people in Great Britain said, oh, that's not true, it's not insulting, and they then kind of pointed people to Winston Churchill, who made the V for victory sort of his trademark. Wherever he went and wherever he traveled, he would, do the V. Now, this is the forward-facing V for victory. This one is more like his, the backward V, right? This one's the backward V. Forward V. Forward V, palm forward, forward V. This looks like the backward V, but only for us, because to the crowd, he's pointing the forward V. Here is the back of the hand V. So, you take all of this with, information. Okay, Pimsleur says, be careful of the V for victory. And others who live in Great Britain and know history say, well, it's not really true. Now, the number 3, A-OK. This is very, very interesting. In the United States, means everything is hunky-dory or okay. But in Russia, Brazil, Turkey, and the Mediterranean, it means something very different. Something along the lines of, you are a homosexual. In France and Belgium, it means the recipient is a worthless 0. So that's interesting. A worthless 0. It depends on what country you're in. So you sort of have to be careful what you do in a country. As someone commented, when you're in these countries, put your hands in your pocket. Don't use gestures. Because doing this might not mean okay. Go, baby, go. It might mean something else. Now, in the United States, this has become this, that. We've talked about that before on the show. And it's very interesting and very weird. So A-OK can insult people. And you're traveling overseas and you don't know those rules about gestures. And you, to someone, thinking you're being positive and friendly, and they take it the other way. And then you have a conflict of conversation. Number 4. In ASL, we call this a flat B, right? Stop. If you're in Greece, don't tell someone to stop by also holding up your hand, palm out, and all 5 fingers at attention. You'll be telling them to go straight to heck. Now again, people who know say, well, that's not really true. They say, in Greece, really the only hand sign that you need to be concerned about is not this, but this. The mutza is the most traditional gesture of insult among Greeks. It consists of extending and spreading all 5 fingers of the hand, which in American Sign Language is the number 5, and then presenting the palm towards the face of the person to be insulted with a forward motion. So basically, instead of going stop, you're going like this to quiet a person, to insult them. It is often coupled with va, here, there are, and swear words. The closer the gesture is to the other person's face, the more intense it is considered. Which sort of makes sense, right? An even more offensive version is achieved by using both hands to double the gesture, smacking the palm of one hand against the back of the other in the direction of the intended recipient. So you do this with this. That's pretty visual. Now, is that universal? If you did that hand gesture in Brazil or Argentina, would you be getting the same sort of negative, insulting reaction? It's a very interesting question. I don't know the answer. When Greeks hand signal the number 5 to someone, they take care not to overextend the fingers or face of their palm towards the person, unless it may be mistaken for mutza. So instead of going like this on your face, right, you would just make sure your hand is flat, right, to show the number 5. The origin of the gesture can be traced back to the ancient years, when it was used as a curse. It is said that even during the Eleusinian Mysteries, it complemented verbal curses against evil forces. In later years, the name changed to mutza. In the penal code of the Byzantine Empire, one punishment entailed criminals paraded around town sitting backward on a donkey, with their faces smeared with cinder to enhance the ridicule. Because cinder was wiped on the person's face first by collecting it in the palm and then extending the open fingers, the gesture itself became insulting, to be known as mutza, after the name of the material applied. So wiping cinders on someone's face, that's what you're doing, theoretically. The modern Greek word for smudge, scribble, or dark stain has the same origin. Hey, what about the rest of the world? Well, here we go. The gesture does not have the same significance in other cultures around the world. In a few countries, there are similar gestures, and the significances are, in Armenia, abruptly thrusting the palm of the hand to someone means curse you, but can also mean I can't stand you anymore, if performed by a close female relative or friend, mostly by the mother or grandmother. So that's interesting. Gender can be specific in hand gestures. In Iraq and Assyrian culture, abruptly pushing the palm of the hand towards someone means they are worthy of shame and are dishonorable. In Pakistan, the showing of the palm to someone in a thrusting manner is also considered an insult. The gesture is called bunda in Sindhi language. In Punjab, it is considered giving a curse. It's fascinating. In the Persian Gulf region, showing the palms of both hands to someone after clapping them is also considered an insult. I would be demonstrating these, but I don't want to insult anybody. Together with saying malat alik. It is usually done by women, as it is not considered not manly if men do it. It's not manly if a man does it. Since the 1990s in America, a similar gesture is used. We've seen this in our culture. Talk to the hand. By showing the palm of the hand with fingers spread, saying, talk to the hand because the face ain't a-listening. The equivalent of, you're wasting your breath. Or, shut up. Even before then, a common expression of displeasure was to throw one's hand. In Mexico, it can be used to say hi, together with waving, but when steady or moving, it repeatedly moves towards the receiver means you'll see. Warning that the giver will tell an authority figure about any prank, the mischievous action the receiver has done. It is commonly used with children to scare them into behaving. In Nigeria, this can be viewed as offensive. In particular, tribes is usually accompanied by the use of expletive words meaning your mother. In Spain, football fans use the gesture as mockery toward rival fans when their team has scored 5 goals. 5 fingers on the hand, right? Meow. That's called a hand, mano in Spanish. The 5-0 or 0-5 result is called a mano by extension. Fascinating. In Panama, In addition to meaning the same as in Mexico, it is also used to threaten the receiver, implying that they will be punished or the target of violence or any other form of retribution at a later and more appropriate, convenient time. Often when there is less of a risk of getting caught in the case of physical retribution or attack. This is because aside from implying saying the words to the receiver, the word meaning wait, it is also used often since the gesture has the general meaning of wait in other parts of the world. In Chicago, the mutza was used on a mock city sticker in 2012, following a controversy over design ideas for an official city parking sticker honoring first responders. In the spoof sticker, the mutza is displayed with the middle finger cut off to represent Chicago's mayor, Rahm Emanuel, who lost part of his middle finger while cutting roast beef in high school. Now that's a wild one. So we got the 5-hand, 5 fingers. Now what about the Texas longhand heavy metal? Rock on, baby. Meow. Rock it on. Jenna Bush was televised flashing this symbol in Norway to show her pride of Texas, not realizing she was inadvertently telling the entire Mediterranean that their spouses were being unfaithful. The sign means cuckold and is popular in Spain, Portugal, Greece, Colombia, Brazil, Albania, and Slovakia. Now that's funny. As someone said, the Greeks are offended by a lot of these for some reason. You have to be careful. Come here. If you go to the Philippines, whatever you do, don't tell someone to come here by curling your pointer finger forward and motioning repeatedly, unless you want to get arrested. It's considered to be a gesture befitting only usage on a dog and is punishable with jail time if used on a person. That's the first one we've heard of that has anything to do with jail time. Scary stuff, I tell you. Everybody settle down. Placing both hands out, palms down, fingers outstretched to settle down a crowd, or to tell people to wait, is commonplace in the U.S., but in Greece it means eat the S word. Wow, no idea. Greece again. Greece seems very upset by hand gestures. Greece, Italians gesture with their hands all the time. They probably have to be very careful what they say in Greece. So this, calm down, very dangerous in Greece because it means eat the duty. So as we follow what's been going on with these hand gestures, another link takes you to finger counting, which is, again, hand gesture, communication, culture, cultural differences. How does everyone count 1, 2, 3? Or do people count differently across the world? Let's take a look. Finger counting is the act of counting using one's fingers. There are multiple different systems used across time and between cultures, though many of these have seen a decline in use because of the spread of Arabic numerals. Finger counting can serve as manual communication, particularly in marketplace trading, including hand signaling during open outcry and floor trading, also in hand games such as Mora. Finger counting is known to go back to ancient Egypt, at least, and perhaps even further back than that. I'll put all these links in our Discord server, which you can go to by going to bowls.co/Discord. Excuse me. So, finger counting in Asia is different than the Western world. This, the OK gesture for 0, meaning worth nothing in France, Tunisia, but is an obscene gesture in other cultures, which we just kind of described. European thumbs up, American starting point index finger, Middle East starting 1 point up. So, in the system used in the Americas, the index finger represents 1. The index and middle fingers represent 2. The index, middle fingers represent 3 and 4 and on, right? In finger base 2 counting, each finger represents a different bit. For example, thumb for 1, index for 2, middle for 4, ring for 8, pinky for 16. So we're getting more complicated as we go along. Other body-based counting systems. This was completely new to me. I had no idea that in some cultures, you don't count on your fingers. Sometimes you include body parts. Central Brazilian tribes, where the word for 20 often incorporates the word for feet, right? I guess 5 times 2 on your hands is 10, so 20 would include your feet, 5 toes on each. In the tribe North America, referred to 5 as my hand dies, my hands have died. Very intriguing. Now, this is a great image. Let me click on this. So here we go. In some cultures, the nose is the number 14, the eye 15, the eye 13, ear is 12 and 16, the neck 11, 17. You're thinking, how is this possible? How would you ever know? This is a cultural way of counting that does not include only the fingers, because sometimes you got to go above 10, and sometimes you got to go above 20. So you use your elbows and your wrist and your thumbs, and it's absolutely fascinating. Other fingers, other body parts, other ways of tallying the score. So what about Chinese number gestures? Chinese number gestures are a method to signify the natural numbers 1 through 10 using one hand. Okay. This method may have been developed to bridge the many varieties of Chinese. For example, the Chinese number 4 and 10 are hard to distinguish in some dialects. So instead of just speaking it and trying to figure out what they're saying, they use hands gestures as well. Some suggest it was also used by business people during bargaining to convey a bid by feeling the hand gesture in a sleeve when they wish for more privacy in a public place. So that's interesting, right? And these gestures are fully integrated in Chinese Sign Language. So let's say that you're hearing people and you're bargaining, or you're trying to get the price of something and you don't want to speak it so people can hear you out loud. So I guess if you're wearing long sleeves, someone would pull their hand into their sleeve, and then the other person would put the hand in the sleeve where the hand is hidden, and then you would make the number gesture. Do you want to go 1? Do you want to go to 2? Should we go down to 0, up to 5, 4? So you can have a private conversation by hiding your hands and just feeling the hand of the other person. Fascinating. So while 5 digits on one hand can easily express 1 through 5, right? That makes sense. 6 through 10 have special signs that can be used in commerce or day-to-day communication. These gestures are rough representations of the Chinese numerical characters they represent. So the hand shape is imitating the look of the Chinese character that is printed on a page. System varies in practice, especially for the representation of 7 to 10. 2 of the systems are listed below. So let's see. 6. So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Universal, pretty much. 6. The little finger and thumb are extended. The thumb indicating one set of 5. The other fingers are closed, sometimes with the palm facing the signer. Okay. Now, this is not sign language necessarily, but it is part of Chinese Sign Language. So 6, the little finger and thumb are extended. The extended thumb indicating one set of 5, and the other fingers are closed, sometimes with the palm facing the signer. So maybe this is 6. Now for the number 7, very different. In northern China, the fingertips are all touching, pointed upwards, or just the fingertips of the thumb. So it's this, I guess. The fingertips are all touching. Fingertips, I guess that does include the thumb. The fingertips are all touching, pointed upwards, or just the fingertips of the thumb and first 2 fingers. The most common method, another method is similar to 8, except the little finger is also extended. Okay, that was tough. In northern China, the index finger and middle finger point outward. Middle finger and index finger point outward, with the thumb extended upwards. The extended thumb representing 5, sometimes with the palm facing the observer. So this would be 7 in northern China. 5 plus 2 is 7. In coastal southern China, the index finger points down with the thumb extended, mimicking the shape of 7. Well, that's interesting, right? Oops. It's a little backward. That's better, right? At least in America. That's a better 7, yes. The number 8. Northern China. 2 versions in northern China. So it must be a big place. The thumb and the index finger make an L. The thumb and the index finger make an L, okay. And the other fingers are closed with the palm facing the observer. That would be you. So this is 8. I don't know why. 5. Also in northern China, the index finger and middle finger point down, with the fingertips occasionally touching a horizontal surface, making the Chinese number 8. The index finger, middle finger, index finger, the index finger and middle finger point down, with the fingertips optionally touching a horizontal surface, making the Chinese number 8. Fascinating. Coastal southern China, the thumb, index finger, and middle finger are extended. Thumb, index finger, middle finger are extended for 8, which is 3 in American Sign Language. The number 9, mainland China. The index finger makes a hook, which is X in American Sign Language, but we're talking about numbers. And the other fingers are closed, sometimes with the palm facing the signer. So So that's 9 in mainland China. In Taiwan, for the number 9, 4 of the 5 digits of the hand are extended. 4 of the 5 digits are extended, the exception being the little finger. So in Taiwan, this is 9. In Hong Kong, both of those methods are used. So I guess you got to figure out, are they from Taiwan or from northern China? Because they're making different hand gestures for the numeral 9. 10. The fist is closed with the palm facing the signer. Fist is closed, palm facing the signer. Or the middle finger crosses an extended index finger facing the observer. Some Chinese distinguish between 0 and 10 by having the thumb closed or open, respectively. Wow, that's interesting. So 10 is either this 10 or middle finger crosses, extended finger facing the observer. That's 10. Some Chinese distinguish between 0 and 10 by having the thumb closed or open, respectively. The arms are raised and the index fingers of both hands are crossed in a cross, making the Chinese number 10 with the palms facing in opposite directions, optionally with the hands placed in front of the signer's face. So that's, I guess, this. Arms are raised, index finger, right? Both hands are crossed into a plus sign, making the Chinese number 10, with palms facing in opposite directions. This palm is facing me, this palm is facing you, with the hands placed in front of the signer's face, which I do this, which probably messes up my eye test. Use of the signs corresponds to the use of the numbers in the Chinese language. For instance, the sign for 5 just as easily means 50. A 2 followed by a 6 using a single hand only could mean 260 or 2,600. These signs are commonly referred to the days of the week starting from Monday as well as the months of the year, whose names in Chinese are enumerations. In different regions, signs for numbers vary significantly. One may interpret the 8 sign as a 7. The index finger hook symbol for 9 also means death in other contexts. So let's we're running out of time here, but let's look at 0. In northern China, the fist is closed. This may represent and be interpreted as 10, depending on the situation, though some Chinese distinguish between 0 and 10 by having the thumb closed or open. So it's this, fist is closed, either out or in. Coastal southern China, the thumb and index finger make a circle. The thumb and the index finger make a circle with the other fingers closed. So that is 0, right? Makes sense. In southern China, 1, the fingers extended. 2, the index and middle are extended. 3, thumb and index. The thumb and index are closed, and the other 3 fingers are extended. This, 3. The thumb holds the finger down in the palm. The thumb holds the little finger down in the palm. And the middle 3 fingers are extended. So that's also sort of the American 3. The thumb is held in the palm and the 4 fingers are extended. All 5 digits are extended, only the thumb is extended. For number 5, either upwards or outwards with the palm facing the signer. That's me. So that's 5. Counting with fingers is often different from expressing a specific number with a finger gesture. When counting, the palm can either be facing its owner or the audience, depending on the purpose. Before counting, all fingers are closed. Counting starts by extending the thumb as the first, then the index finger as the second, until all fingers are extended as the 5th. Then counting begins by continuing by folding the fingers in the same sequence, from thumb through the little finger, for counting from the 6th through the 10th. Repeating the same method for counting larger numbers. One can also start counting with all fingers extended. Some believe that for formal scenarios such as giving a speech or a presentation, counting with the palm facing the audience and starting with all fingers extended shows it is more polite, since the gesture of folding fingers represents bowing. So I guess it's basically saying you start like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're being super polite because you're bowing first. But you can also just start with your closed fist and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll close with, when playing drinking finger games in China, slightly different sets of finger gestures are used. One of them is 0, closed fist, right? 1, the thumb is extended with all the other fingers folded towards the palm. 2, the thumb and index finger make an L. 3, with the last 2 fingers closed. And the rest of the fingers, the thumb and the first 2 fingers, extended, or index finger and thumb closed, last 3 are extended. So we have this, or we have this. Interesting, right? But they both look like 3. 4, the number is held in the palm with the 4 fingers extended. 5, all digits are extended. And here, wonderful, informational. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 to 10 in northern China, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The alternative. Now, this is not quite right because what we just read, that one of the palms has to be flipped for a 10. Here's an alternate 10, which is crossed fingers. From 6 to 10 in coastal China, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 to 10 in Taiwan, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 0 is either a closed fist or this 0. Fascinating. And we have even more to discuss. But we may do that at a later date. Well, thank you so much for being here. We had a wonderful conversation today about communication and hand shapes and hand gestures and what you should do and what you should not do, as advised by Pimsleur, which is a major international company that teaches people how to speak foreign languages and respect other cultures. We also used wonderful methods of communicating numbers in Chinese Sign Language. And the great part is the Chinese Sign Language is also used by hearing people. And sometimes in secret, where they put someone's hand up a sleeve and the other person puts their hand in the same sleeve. And you can have a private conversation about numbers without other people overhearing you. It's very interesting. And we had some wonderful music from Bowls Radio. And now we're going to close out with the same. Thank you so much for being here. All of the links we talked about today, I will put on our Discord server, and that is at discord.gg/Bowles, or you can go to bowles.co/Discord, and you will also be taken to our server. And you click join, and I will put this in the links from the live stream area, and you can read all about it. And if you have any questions, you can ask me there, ask me elsewhere, ask me everywhere. You know where to find me. I'm David Bowles. This has been Bowles.tv. Hey, it's Bowles.television. And now we're going to set up a little bit of music from the great Bowles Radio website that I encourage you to visit and enjoy. It's BOLES.radio, where you can hear all of these great songs. They're just there waiting for you. Take care, be well. I'll talk to you again soon.
As the sun dips low, silver strings under fingertips, ready to show. Life's a tune that we all compose, with the banjo in hand, watch how mine flows. Sing along, let your voice be found, pluck along, make your own profound sound. Vibrations inside, can't you feel it resound? In the heart of the music we are all bound. Banjo blues under the moonlight's view, strumming on the strings we refuse to lose. Every pluck a highlight of life we Bowles Radio, playing with the news. With each note, a memory dances free. In the rhythm, we find our unity. No script to follow, just being me, creating moments that forever will be. Sing along with all you've ever known, pluck along in every seed you've sown. Vibrations inside, let it be shown from the strings of the banjo. It has grown. Banjo blues, with every string we use, echoing the sounds of the soulful roots. In every plug, a life we infuse. Bowles Radio echoes our news. No matter the struggle, no matter the strife, banjo's melody carves a path through life. With every strum we cut through like a knife, creating beauty in a world right. hearts were profound. Moonlight moon shines so bright, gives me skin of milky light, milk and glowing sweet delight, only happens in this moon soft night. Midnight magic got me feeling so free. Things I can do only the moon may see. Dancing with shadows like they're made for my groove. Pulse radio playing cinnamon. Stars like diamonds on my skin, whispering secrets, let the magic begin. Barefoot on the grass, so cool. Midnight moon breaking every rule. Midnight magic got me feeling so free. Things I can do only the moon may see. Dancing with shadows like they're made for my groove. Pulse radio playing cinnamon. Midnight whispers floating on the breeze. Catch them in my hair like falling leaves. Fireflies flashing a secret code to keep. Moonbeam kisses while the whole world sleeps. Sun's too harsh, daylight's too bright. Midnight moon, that's my kind of light. Shadows on my stage, I'll take the lead. This night's my own, it's all I need. Midnight magic got me feeling so free. Things I can do only the moon may see. Dancing with shadows like they're made for my groove. Pulse radio playing set in the moon. Set in the moon. Midnight magic got me feeling so free. Things I can do only the moon may see. Dancing with shadows like they're made for my groove. Pulse radio playing set in the moon. Set in the moon.
From the braided prairie to the New York plains, you're listening to Bowles Radio.